New year, people. New year. This year, as a matter of fact. In fact, it's this one. Which is crap. Stop popping shit up on my thing. I know you guys can't see it, but I keep getting like reminder crap that I don't want to be reminded about. Ooh. Greetings yourself, Lions Pride Studios. Happy New Year. Close Friends book, very good. That is awesome. I'm about halfway done with this book. I broke 31,000 words, so pretty much like halfway. For some reason, when I get close to the end of the books, I slow down. So do I. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what the reason is. Because I know where the book is going at that point, and it should be easier as you get into it. You know, when you first start a book, you're all excited, you get a million ideas, you jump in, it's great. Once you hit like, I don't know, you're hitting like that second act, you start to drag because you're like, I don't know where this is going, if this is any good. But you should, those last few chapters you just run through, but for some reason, I get the same thing. And I don't think it's because like, oh, I don't want to finish this book because I'm enjoying it. It's just like, I want to get this shit done. And I think I put the pressure on getting it done. Oh, hold on, let me look at I just realized, creamer. I'm trying to make a grocery list. Whereas I don't have any creamer. I tried my hand at a thriller, and I feel I failed at it. Well, that's not good. Practice makes perfect. Do you read a lot of thrillers? No. That's the problem. You gotta read more. You gotta read more thrillers, and this is different than any typical thriller. Sometimes that's good. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Most of the time, it's not. It's one of those political dystopia thriller. I always tell people when they're like, oh, "I got this great idea," but I'm like, "Write the book, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Every story's been written, and if you write something that is, I'm not saying you did it, but you write something that's way, way off, you might have enjoyed writing it, but nobody's going to read the damn thing." I'm not really big on politics, writing or in real life. Yo ho, E. See what I did there? How many ads do they show you? I'm definitely getting some words in today, though. That's like, it's the new year. My back's been hurting for 2 weeks since before Christmas. I haven't written much at all. I'm still ahead. I had a phenomenal November, over 60,000 words. For me, that's phenomenal. And I got way ahead. I was like, so I'm still, even with not really writing a ton the last 2-3 weeks, I'm still on pace to hit 500,000 words for the year. That's all I want to. That's all I want to do. Need a chunky bar. It's uncomfortable sitting for long. Chunky. New Year, New You. I hope so. I hope I can get rid of this back pain. Stop being so fat. Yeah, I'm eating a chunky bar. So obviously there's no New Year's resolutions. What's up, Sean? I watched Strange Days again last night after not seeing it since in the theater in '95. Still holds up. Still a great movie. I believe I saw that. I don't even remember which one. Who's in that one? That was a good one. I'm not real big on rewatching a movie. Or is it something that I love as a classic? I forgot how hot young Ralph Fiennes was. Yeah. I never saw any of the Harry Potter movies, even with 3 kids who loved the books and the movies. Couldn't do it. Excuse me. Whoa. That was me. I'm not gonna lie. Happy New Year, Mr. Frank. Happy New Year. You off today? You back at work? Did you have a good New Year's? I guess the first. You're probably off today. Did Santa get you that jet? Looks new. Very off. Yeah, you are very. You're very off. This jet? No, this is I've had this jet. I just decided to pull it out of the closet. Well, actually, what happened is I opened the closet to get this shirt after taking a shower. First time in a couple of days. And a bunch of the hats fell, and I caught them. And I caught this hat was on top, so I just put it on my head and put the rest of them back. That's the whole story. Back still hurts. I've been sleeping on the couch every night. Wife hasn't been home. She's been at her mom's. But I've just been kind of just not moving around a lot. I've been off since 12:20. That is nice. We go back to work Monday? When do you go back to work tomorrow? No, figured. Short week though, right? Short week. That's what people always say. They're always like, oh, this is a short week. No kidding, because you're working less days. That's the definition of a shorter week. People, right? Crazy bastards. Oh, I should be home tonight, but like super late as usual. Like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not fun. I like my weeks like I like my Denise's short. Yep, all Denise's are short. Just like all Ambers are fat. This is life. Oh, penis. Oh, okay. Denise's sounds better though. Denise's makes more sense. I've never met a tall woman named Denise. Or a tall man named Denise, to be honest with you. Life goes back tomorrow too. Then it's just me and the dog in the writing cave. Wieners. Yeah, like I said, I'm still on pace for a lot of words for the year because November was so good for me. December was just awful, but I still managed some words, like 20. I think I managed like 25,000 words for the month, which is not a lot. A lot of days off, a lot. I was off yesterday. I'm like, you know what? Why push this? You didn't know what told me. Her name really wasn't Denise then. She was a liar. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna push this. So I just didn't write yesterday. I was like, it's a holiday or something. I watched stand-up comedy specials all day yesterday. Some of them were all right, and others I'm like, oh, you know what? I like their podcast. Let me try their stand-up. And some of them I was just like, all right, he's not funny. He's not funny over an hour and 10 minutes. Waiting for Armand to build his writing compound, Jamestown as cult resort to write full time. I mean, I have this room to write full time, but yeah, we will do that at some point in our lives. Whatever my wife wants to do. And I was able to read that even though there's 47 spelling errors. You got 37 words and letters in that. And 47 spelling errors. Crazy. Yeah, I guess we're going to go through another year of having to decipher what you're doing. I watched that documentary, I think on Tubi, A Wandering Path, I think it was called. And it's about this record label, like just some dude making his own record label in Oshkosh, Wisconsin or something. And he's signing all these, those, remember in the 90s there were those one-man bands, projects? And there was like a bunch of them. And he basically made a record label and he signed a bunch of different heavy metal bands, black metal bands, and a lot of doom bands and stuff. And it was not. It was the documentary itself is good, but not one song that I heard. It all sounded the same. It was all like, this band has 5 guitarists in it. Why? It was just like, I don't know, like none of the music was good. I'm like, this person has really bad taste in music, is what I came away with. Just for instance, I'm struggling to get through Squid Game 2, not as good as the first season so far. Hopefully it gets better for you. I don't know. I'm not interested in that. Season 1, 2, 3, or 7. None of them. Because of the holiday, then some of my shows did not were not out. So there's no I think no Oak Island this week. Now tonight is last week there was no Blind Frog Ranch, but tonight there's a new episode. Looking forward to that. But other than that, I have no idea what else there is to watch. I just want to get this page done, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you chit-chat. I'd rather just sit here and chit-chat for an hour. I'm trying to build up the YouTube. I want to remind everybody either watching live now or watching after the fact, but there's a lot of you that watch either on Twitch, the replay, or watch it on YouTube. So go to my YouTube, follow me there, watch it there. I've been trying to put up a new short each day. So today for lunch, I made pierogies in the air fryer, and I shot a little 20-second, 30-second clip about it. So I need everybody to go watch those. The shorts, I've been getting several hundred people watching those, which is pretty neat. But again, it's not several hundred people that are following me. I need to build that up. So my goal for this year, not New Year's resolution, I don't believe in that bullshit. Goals will be to build up the YouTube channel and keep going and on the Twitch. These are my 2 main things now. Patreon, I still put stuff up there. I like it because it forces me to write certain books or write a new short story every month kind of thing. So I'm happy with that. I'm not making a ton of money on it, which is fine. But like, follow, subscribe, and don't forget to click on that bell icon to get notified the moment new videos are posted. Exactly, Mr. Frank. What Mr. Frank just said, do that. I've noticed that on Twitch I'm not getting any notifications of anybody going live. And I'm following like 400 or 500 people, and like none of them, and I'm like, I guess because I wasn't visiting people for a while, they automatically turned them all off for me. I don't know. So, and I used to go in, as you know, and I used to follow people. I used to, jump in there and jump in the fire, and follow people and write while they were writing and chat with people and meet new people and get new followers. Blah blah. I haven't done that in a long time, so I'm gonna have to start doing that again this year. I was trying to do like 10 or 15 minutes at a time sitting in this chair yesterday. No more than that. So like I played my out of the park 25 baseball game. And I would jump in and I would set up a bunch of stuff, and then I would just go back to the couch, and then like an hour later or 2 hours later I would come back and I would see how I did, fill it up real quick again, and just keep doing it. So I did that all day. It sucked my wife not being here for New Year's. She FaceTimed me at midnight, so at least we got to see each other. It was the first time since we started dating in December 2012, and we were together for that New Year's, and so we were down in European Village in Palm Coast. So from I guess the 2023 to the 2013, 2013 to 24, we were together every single New Year's, obviously, and then this year we We technically, physically, we're not. Because of her damn sister. So, I'm going to try to start streaming on here more, but it's hard to find the quiet time to do it. If you are going on, Chad, send me a message because I never know that anybody's on. I know Tom Duffy set up to start streaming. I know he set up his Twitch. So he will hopefully start jumping in as well. I figured he would be on here since last week was his last day of his job. And he swore on New Year's Day he was going to start writing like crazy. So hopefully he's writing. He's not being dragged around to go to stupid New Year's Day parties or dumb things like that. You should apply the Mondo method to your streaming practices. 15-minute streams once an hour, every hour until 5 p.m. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Just like 15 minutes every... I'm sure a lot of people will be like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you in 45 minutes. I do want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't even know where to start on making videos. Start with your phone. And take all of your Twitch streams and you load them up to YouTube. And that will give you content. Chad, you have so many goat videos you could be shooting. My YT is just auto connections to my Spotify. There you go. It's all about getting as many uses out of everything you do. And I'm not saying I do a great job of it, but I'm trying. And that's what keeps me going. I just need more YouTube followers. So people, come on. Follow me on the YouTube. I also have some edits to do today because Tom and I have a book coming out, actually coming out in on the 15th of this month. I did not do a pre-order on it, only because I was waiting for edits back. Writing question. If you have a character whose first name is initials like, say, JC, do you type their name as JC or J.C. I just do usually JC. I don't usually do the dots. Like when I type like FBI, I just do FBI. I don't do the dots. ICU, I don't do the dots. That's just me. That's just a personal thing. JC messaged me yesterday, wished me a happy New Year's, and said he wanted to start chatting again. So I'm gonna be the better person here, and I said, yeah, sure, no problem. We'll set something up. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. That feedback is welcome. I love talking about things. Valuable feedback. I don't know about valuable. If I enter corrects it to periods, I'm gonna want a refund though. Yeah. See, and that again, that's a personal thing. Started the New Year's off with yet another concept placed in my ever-growing folder of projects. Well, good luck. Keep it going. I am not adding any new projects until I can get some of this crap off of this board. Especially if I want to get this book. This book, which isn't going to be put out till April. But I want to get it done. I'd like to get it done in January. I got like about 30,000 words left in it. So that should not be a problem. Especially if I have another month like I had in November instead of December. Yeah, it's another page. Since I'm done with this book, I'm going to work on a screenplay thriller. Good luck. Good luck. Frank says, is it about a world where everyone buys their food from a singular mega corporation like Temu, but all the food is bland? Looks like a lewd marital aid and takes 15 weeks to ship. Next page, Line Price Reviews. Next page. Thank you, thank you. I guess Nick Zinn's too busy today to be hanging out. It's not different. Like New Year's cheese is right. Dead Poet Society. It's probably exactly what he's talking about. When I read that Dead Peasant Policy, I was like, Dead Poet Society, yeah. Yeah, I already seen that movie. I think I saw it once. Once. Yeah, after that, I gotta go just sit on the couch, find something to watch on television, and just relax. Actually, I'll probably just end up reading. That's what I should do. Just sit and read. Read like the wind. Seize the day, Les Carbanium. Yep. I don't even really remember that movie. Depose, that was with Matt Damon. He was the janitor that was super smart. Yeah, I saw that. When he said, "Let the healing begin." I saw that movie. I wrote this morning. I read some before you came on. Off to a good start. Excellent. What are you working on, Mr. Frank? What are you working on? I love the movie, but hate the ending. That's where the plane crashes? Or did you see the other ending where the ship hits the iceberg? I hated that part. Encino Man, yeah, Encino Man. Working on your Beers and Fears movie? You're writing a movie now? I just wrote a story. You're such a go-getter. Story. That's what I figured. I figured it was your story. Did you read my story? Or no? I think I sent it to all yous. All you all. I like my story. It's different. It's not what I would normally. It's me getting away from the stupid crazy horror. I should hope not. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. You should have a really nice buzz right now. You don't get drunk till 3 o'clock. Pacing yourself. Not yet. I want to write uninfluenced, then read yours and modify mine as needed, if needed. I purposely didn't. I purposely didn't use like names of people or anything that has to do with the brewery aspect of it, because mine is literally set in the parking lot. So I tried to be as open-ended as possible, so you guys could write your stories without going, "Oh, I got to use the owner of the brewery, Mr. Peabody," or something like that. I didn't want to do all that. There's going to be a guy wearing a blue and yellow baseball cap who's known for streaming on Twitch. That is amazing. I don't know where I come up with this stuff. It's just out of the ether. That's why I use certain people I know in my books. I wound up killing them so I didn't have to use them again because of drama. I love killing people that I know that cause me drama in my books. Let me throw that out there so I don't get arrested again. Very smart. All right, so I'm at 31,892 words in this. So I want to hit 32,000 words, which would be almost 1,000 words for the year. Well, yeah, for the year. Yeah, because it's the first. So I was right when I said the year. Do you have one of those coffee mugs that are all like, "Be careful, I'm a writer, and I'll kill you"? One of my books. No. No. And for Christmas, I saw like, I don't know, 7 or 8 people posting three things. Three things writers get for Christmas from people, and they're all excited about. They either get a coffee mug that says that, or they get a T-shirt that says that, or they get the alcohol writer's tears, a bottle of that, which my mother bought me 3 years ago. Those are, like, I've seen that, I don't know, a dozen times with writers this Christmas. It's kind of, one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so they held your message for this is what it says, Frank, you ready? "I'll kill you," the part where it says I'm a writer and I'll kill you, one of my books. Automod held a message for the reason aggression. I'm going to allow it. I'm going to allow it because I understand what you were saying. You didn't say, "Hey, I'm going to kill you." You said, "Hey, I'm a writer and I'll kill you," which is hardly the same thing. I got a Tumblr that says, "Leave me alone, I'm writing," or some such statement. That's a good one. That's a good one. I do have, I have like 400 coffee mugs. I'm sure I have a bunch of them with the sayings on it. And all those Reaper's Brew ones, too. I'll tumble for you. Imagine being a smart writer. Who knows what you could write someone into. Exactly. I'm going to unalive you. Oh, that's okay. You mentioned JC earlier. He seems to have dropped off the map. Does he still write? Frank, I'll let you take that one. JC just revealed his brand new logo last night or this morning. That's my answer. Do with me exactly. Yeah, he messaged me yesterday and he was like, "Oh, I hope your New Year's." And he's like, "Here's my new logo." And I just said, "Cool," because I wanted to say, "Hey, instead of making fucking logos, I don't know. Why don't you write a book? You haven't written a book in 4 fucking years." I didn't say that though. So trying to decide which would be better as a book cover for my next book. I've got 2 options and I'm not sure. You got to pick one. I'm going to say A. Always go with your first idea. Okay, I mean, logos don't pay the rent. So, yeah. You've really turned a corner on the JC thing. Now I'm still as, I'm still as mad as I've always been. Maybe even a little worse. I'm trying to be the better person. I'm really trying. I was polite. I wasn't rude to him yesterday. He was like, "Oh, we gotta get together. We gotta, I miss talking, talking shop every week or two." And I'm thinking, you're not even fucking writing. What do you want to talk about? The last 4 years, you're going to talk about all the things in the world that has bothered you, that has nothing to do with you. I'm like, yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, this is a busy month for me, but we'll figure it out. Unless he moved into marketing and design logo professionally. No, he would rather have somebody make a logo for him and pay somebody to make a logo for him than actually write books. I don't know. I don't feel like I need a logo with my name on it. That, again, that ain't paying the rent. It's not easy to be better than JC. It's not easy. It's not hard either. I don't know. Write 5 words this year, and boom, you beat them. But no, you and Tim always got to be the positive ones. Always got to be the oh yeah, no, let's invite JC to do stuff with us and slow everybody down, and then shit won't get done. I'm still a little negative. It's not Friday though, so I can be negative today. Friday though, we can't talk about any of this stuff. Excuse me. I probably will not be on tomorrow. No, definitely not tomorrow. I'm going to try to take the day so my back doesn't hurt. I will be writing though. And then I will be obviously back on Friday. So JC and Alex don't want to write anymore. That's too bad. More works for us then. Both of them like the idea of being a writer. They love telling people that they're writers. They just don't want to commit to actually do the actual writing. I'd wager JC has written more on his Beers and Fear store than I have. You think? I don't even know if he's even... I can't even imagine he's even started it. My worry with him is even if he writes the damn thing, he's going to be like, oh, 10,000 words? Here's 45,000 words, and now I got to trim this and I got to edit it 15 fucking times and it'll be done 3 years from now. That's why I was like annoyed. I was like, I'm just going to finish my story. I'm going to get it out of the way and then not worry about it. And see, I've been doing a great job not worrying about it. No stress at all. I know Chuck is working again. Chuck is back to work, and I think his writing has really dropped off. That's what Shelley says, because I don't talk to him. He talks to my wife. So he was worried that because he had been pumping out a book a month there. But so who knows if he's going to be he's going to have his story ready either. Just seems like a whole mess to me. I'm sitting on 103,000 words for my new novel. To me, that's too long of a book. Well, thrillers are 63,000 words is your sweet spot. I'm going to keep pumping out these 63,000 word books. Yeah, sci-fi. Yeah. Whew. Gonna have to unlucky that before he shits the bed. Yep. I like the 40 to 6,000 word range like the old pulp writers used to do. Yeah. If you're writing, I read a thing not too long ago. If you're writing thrillers, it's 63,000 words. If you're writing a political thriller, if you're writing anything other than just a normal, it's like 75,000. Horror, they say, is 40 to 50,000 words. Although I love short story horror, I think is the best way to write that. Romance is like 85,000 words, I think. I know sci-fi is 100. Political is only 55. That's very lean for a. Again, thriller is like 63,000 is what they want. Most publishers and readers, but you got to hit more of that on political, techno thrillers, all of those. There's somebody that we all know that posted again the other day, like he's done other times. I won't mention his name. About not flat signing books to people because he doesn't want his books on eBay and for exorbitant prices. And I'm thinking, motherfucker, nobody's buying your books to resell them for hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're a moron. Your ego is ridiculous. Oh yeah, I always have to put their name. Well, that's dumb. You're an idiot. You sold the book to them. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it at that point. Miss Frank says, there are no rules, just people named they who make you believe there are rules. That is true. Dan Ames is a good, in my opinion, thriller author, and his stuff is usually shorter, like 30 to 40. Again, it's not a set rule. It's just the common denominator of all those is these are the things. There's guys that are writing crime thrillers that are 100,000 words. Don Winslow's writing 80,000 word. He was writing crime thrillers. Mama Buckle, hey Armand, what's your background? Like, what's my background? Like, I'm half Italian, half English, or what's my background? Oh, this is my bookshelf. Yeah, I get you. Was just give an example of what I've been reading lately. I don't give a shit about you, Sean. Oh, very good. I don't think I've read any Dan Ames. I've been doing the Don Winslow's lately and a bunch of other stuff. I got a bunch of Amazon gift cards for Christmas that I got to upload and then buy some things. I'm going to head out. I'm resting today, but I'm back to writing all out tomorrow. All right. You have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. I'm only going to be here a couple more minutes myself. What inspired you to get into writing? Dean Koontz. Dean Koontz inspired me when I was 12 years old, 1982. I read... I don't know what book I started with, but I know by the time I hit Phantoms, it was like that was it. Then I was just like, this is what I want to do with my life. IMO is, in my opinion, all this time I thought it stood for International Midget Organization. It is. That's the problem with it. There's many, many different ways you can get into it. I got into him when I found out he got permission from Lee Child to write in the Jack Reacher world. Oh, okay. I'm good friends with Diane Capri, who also writes in the Jack Reacher world. In fact, I hung out with her a lot at NINC this year. which is weird since the word midget is so it is very offensive. Phantoms, good book, lousy movie. I never saw the movie, and I don't think I ever want to see the movie. But I love the book, especially when I was like 13 years old. Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yeah. Calm down, Silent Bob. So my brother, who showed up on Christmas, was out in California for the several days before Christmas, and he hung out with Scott Mosier from View Askew, and he saw Kevin Smith, and he hung out with all those people, which I guess was nice for him. He hadn't seen them since forever. Phantoms is my second favorite Kuntz after Strangers. Also good. I like what Kuntz has been doing since he signed with Amazon over the last several years. I like all the stuff he's putting out this year. I know me and Tom Duffy both grab it as soon as it goes live. I'm reading it on my Kindle Unlimited subscription, which is pretty good. Mama Buckle, if you're still on, I am following you. I even got a shirt for Christmas that says, I'd rather be reading Dean Koontz. I don't know if I wore it on a Twitch channel, Twitch yet. Maybe I'll wear it Friday. Oh my, thank you. I make movies on my channel. Very cool. I'm so behind with Koontz. I think... So I did this thing 4 or 5 years ago, before COVID, where I started reading Koontz books from the beginning, like 1969, when he was in college or just out of college, writing his bad science fiction books. And I bought like his first four or five paperbacks off of eBay for a lot of money. And then I read those. Not really good. Not bad, but not really good. And then basically I have the Dean Koontz compendium, and it lists every short story. If it's short story that was only in magazines and stuff, when he was writing a lot of short stories in the late 70s, early 80s. And I got my hands on a lot of that stuff online. And so I've literally read everything. And and yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But he's definitely my favorite. Mama Buckle reminds me of a pickle. Personally of a pickle, or just the name? Writing the script all the way through editing, this is my pickle year. See? Pickle year. I read like 5 Koontz books in a row that were all about dogs. I haven't picked him up since. Yeah, he did like, I don't know, like a decade of writing about his golden retriever being an alien, or being super intelligent, or just being a dog. And he still from time to time will have dogs in his books. I even read his nonfiction, basically his love affair with his dog kind of thing, which I thought, I don't know, if it wasn't Dean Koontz, I wouldn't have read it. And but he still has a dog on occasion, but luckily not. All his stuff with Amazon, most of it does not have. It might have a dog in the story, but the dog is not saving the world. After about 2016, I ended up reading more self-published authors, which leaves me with a huge traditional publishing author TBR. It's not a real Koontz book about a dog, exactly. See, the dog books weren't even bad, but enough with the... Yeah, I felt the same way, I can be honest with you. You get into that period where it's like 12 books in a row are basically about a golden retriever saving the world, and I'm like, oh, enough. Stop with these books. So yeah, I get it. like I said, luckily he isn't writing those. I'm sure every time a new book is he puts out a book and then it's automatically like 6 months, 8 months later, here's another book. And I'm always like, oh, is this going to be another dog one? Are we going to go back to, at some point, he's going to go back to a dog book. I want someone to drive to his home and ask him when he's going to write book 3, Unfinished Moonlit Bay trilogy. Yeah. I want somebody to drive to his house and say, what's up with that hair lately? You look like you got a Star Wars helmet on. It's been 25 friggin' years. You know, he's getting into it. He'll eventually get there. Right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. I will not be on tomorrow, but I would definitely be here for Positive Friday on Friday. So bring your positiveness on Friday. Yeah, Sean, you better be here. I tried to switch to an older book in the middle of a dog streak, and it was TikTok, which also features a dog permanently. So like, I couldn't win. Yeah, you got anything from the 80s into the early 90s. You just can't read because they're gonna have a dog in it. Cool, solid hour. I appreciate that. You know, that means more to me than anything, Mr. Frank. I'll see everybody on Friday. I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe here on Twitch, and also follow me on YouTube, please. Please follow me and tell all your friends and family. Tell your enemies. I don't care.